I'm doing these videos right now because they give me the most pleasure of anything that I could choose in this moment. And this is a critical idea. You might want to make kind of the same decisions along the way. Choose the thing that makes you feel the best in any moment. It doesn't have to be creating videos. It can be walking in the kitchen and getting, a cup of tea or something. It could be walking outside. There's my tea, by the way. It could be walking outside. I'm going to take a sip. And just enjoying the nature. It could be taking a drive with, no particular purpose in mind, except for taking the drive, and watching the scenery. Um, it doesn't matter. It could be, watching some television, and it could be sitting on the couch doing nothing. Of course, I love that movie, which is, this is the second one in the series of um, the kid, uh, Karate Kid. And they're in China, Jackie Chan and his son, and they're going past this monastery where there's a bunch of people that are just sitting meditating. And the son says, "Oh my gosh, look at all those people. They're doing nothing." And Jackie Chan says, "Well, that may be what you think, but I'm going to tell you right now that sitting and being still is significantly different than doing nothing. As a matter of fact, sitting still is doing something. It's sitting still intentionally. Doing nothing is doing nothing. It's two different things. So sitting still, doing nothing, contrasts to something else. But if you can do the sitting still part of it, that will connect one to source. It's meditating, essentially. And so the reason that I'm doing this video is because I want to do a video. That's kind of it. I don't really have anything much for sale, except for, I'd love to do some consulting. I'm kind of got the idea out there that I'm doing some really high level consulting, one-on-one to high net worth individuals to help them with relationships or even money or career or health. That's a big one. And with this information, there's nothing that cannot be accomplished. Nothing that cannot be accomplished. Anything is possible. And I've seen it. I can teach it. It needs it can be difficult. It can be very easy. It just depends on the approach. And that would be a lot of fun for me. That's why I'm talking about it, because doing that would be one of my highest expectations, my highest joys. It would just be fun. And it could be financially rewarding. I wouldn't do it for the cheap, because I've got bills to pay too. But as you know, the idea is to do the things we like to do. Why? Because that gets us into the higher frequencies that will help us manifest things quicker and easier. Understanding the process is helpful. Understanding how this works is extremely powerful and beneficial. Oh my gosh. And how do you live a fun-filled, joyous life? You cannot accomplish that by doing things you don't like, because that only creates more things to do that you don't like. That's part of the things of understanding of how this works. So I don't want to go on too long about this. Like I said, I'm doing these for fun. And I'm going to go do another subject that'll be fun. Thanks for listening.